Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahweh Shah, Rakata Yahweh, Rakata Yahweh Shah, Call Halal Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds. It's your brother Yakar Abin back with another quick lesson. You know, I was thinking about the times that we're about to come into. You know, the times of Jacob's trouble, and the Lord is going to lift up a standard. The Lord is going to lift up a standard, and He's going to show His power like the days of old. You know, uh, so I want to start right here in Romans 5:15. It says, "Whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the Scriptures might have hope." So I want to go into an account. You know, I'm going to probably read the majority of the account, but this is deep. You know, the things that the Lord has done for his saints. You know, in the past, and we have the records where we can go back and look at these things, and we can have hope. You know, we can have hope knowing that our power is going to come through for us, and He's going to show. You know, He's going to show he's going to show these people His power. You know that His name will be exalted throughout. You know, the whole entire earth. You know, but I want to get this account in First Kings. Okay, and First King. We're gonna start at First Kings 18 and 17. And it came to pass when Ahab saw Elijah, and Ahab said unto him, "Art thou he that troubleth Israel?" And he answered, "I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandments of Yahweh, and have followed Balaam. Now therefore send and gather to me all Israel upon Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal 450, and the prophets of the groves 400, which eat at Jezebel's table." And it says, "So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel, and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. And Elijah came unto all the people, and said, How long have ye between two opinions? If Yahweh be God, follow him. But if Balaam, then follow him. And the people answered not a word. Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of Yahweh, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put fire under, and I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire. Oh, Salakia. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under, and I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of Yahweh, and the God that answereth by fire, let him be God. And all the people answered and said, It is well spoken. So, you know, basically as a challenge, he said, hey, you know, we're going to get 2 bullocks. We're going to build 2 altars. And guess what? You know, we're going to dress the bullock on your altar. We're going to dress the bullock. I'm going to dress the bullock on my altar. And then, you know, whichever God we call upon that fall, you know, that puts fire to it, guess what? That's what that's the God that we're gonna worship. You know, so if it be Balaam, so be it. If it be Yahweh, so be it. And the people, you know how Judah, you know how Israel is. It was like, it's well spoken, because they believe in all of this foolishness and nonsense. But then Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you one of the bullocks for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. So, and they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Balaam from morning until noon, saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a god. Either he is talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he's sleeping and must be awake. So, yeah, Elijah just talking shit, really. Hey, look, where's he at? You've been calling on him. Where's he at? He must be asleep. Maybe you need to speak up. You need to get louder. You need to get louder because, maybe he's talking to somebody. Maybe he's on a long journey. Call on him. This really puts me in the mind frame of the first American Gods, where they got off of the boats with some Viking looking guys or whatever, so-called, Edomites, and they couldn't get any wind to put in their sails so they could go back. So they start slaughtering each other. Try to sacrifice blood to their god, so their god would give them some wind so they could get back on the boats and leave. But this story reminds me of that. And this is 1 Kings 18 and 28. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lances, till the blood gushed out upon them. And it came to pass, when midday was past, and they prophesied unto the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, there was neither voice or any to answer, nor any that regarded. And Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him, and he repaired the altar of the Lord, or Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, unto whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. So you'll have to go back and read that story. But yeah, that's, when Jacob's name was changed to Israel for wrestling with an angel. Salaki. It says, this is 1 Kings 18 and 32. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of Yahweh, and he made a trench about the altar as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, fill your barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood. And he said, do it the second time. And they did it the second time. And he said, do it a third time. And they did it a third time. And the water ran round about the altar, and he filled the trench also with water. So, after he had mocked them, he built his altar, dug a trench around it, poured water over it. Then he said, okay, we'll do it another time. Okay, we'll do it another time. Just for good measure. Pour water on it another time. Then he filled up the trench. This is 1 Kings 18 and 36. And it came to pass at that time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day, thou art power in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word. Hear me, O Yahweh, hear me, that this people may know that thou art Yahweh, power Yahweh power, and that thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of Yahweh fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice and the wood and the stones and the dust and licked up the water which was in the trench. And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces and they said, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, is our power. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, is the power. And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook of Kishon and slew them there. And Elijah said unto Ahab, get thee up, eat and drink, for there is a sound of abundance of rain. So Ahab went up to eat and to drink, and Elijah went up to the top of Carmel, and he cast himself down on the earth and put his face between his knees, and said to his servants, go up now, look toward the sea. And he went up and looked and said, there is nothing. And he said, go again 7 times. And it came to pass at the 7th time that he said, behold, there arises a little cloud on the sea like a man's hand. And he said, go up, say unto Ahab, prepare thy chariot and get thee down, that the rain stop thee not. And it came to pass in the meanwhile that the heaven was black with clouds and wind, and there was a great rain. And Ahab rode and went to Jezreel. And the hand of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, was on Elijah, and he girded up his loins and ran before Ahab to the entrance of Jezreel. But yeah, that story, gives us hope that hey, in the day of the Lord, certain men are going to be able to do these type of things. He's going to be able to call down fire, all in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Whether, who knows what the scenario may be, but, we have these stories showing that the Lord has done these things before. There's the Lord's arm is not too short that it can't save. There's nothing in earth and in heaven that the Lord cannot do. Nothing. Nothing. That being said, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Rakakadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. I hope this lesson was edifying to the flock. These stories, should give us hope in the days to come, because, we're at the end of this thing. And, we're going to have to count and believe, trust and believe in our power to get through these times. So, that being said, I'd like to say shalom. Shalom.